So on today's episode of Let's Find Something to Video, so we can stay active on the YouTube, we are showing an experimental test plot that we're calling a high-density tropical fruit garden. So this here is a 12 by 12 square. It's inside the shade house where we keep our inventory. It's got a 50% shade fabric up year-round, which helps it in the summer. Also traps a little bit of heat in the winter, so we should be good without giving any extra protection to these trees when it gets cold, hopefully. So we dug out about 2.5 foot of soil, and we replaced it with a new mixture I want to play with to see if it's going to help bring the pH down, which is our #1 problem here in growing tropicals in Arizona. So we replaced it with about 25% native soil, 50% our soil, which is a combination of composted mulch, a few different types, lava rock, and sand. And then we also added another 5-ish% of lava rock. And then we added about 5 to 10% peat moss, which is acidic and really good for helping with the pH. It is not a permanent solution as it decomposes, but it'll help in the short term. And then a little bit of compost and some worm castings. So this entire area here has been dug out. We're just doing a light watering now on the individual trees as opposed to flooding the entire square because we are sitting in shade. I don't want this area to sit too wet throughout the winter because it's not getting direct sun, and mangoes are not going to tolerate sitting wet when it's cold. So we actually just got the trees in the ground the other day. Today we watered each individual tree with a little bit of fish emulsion, seaweed, sequestrin 138 iron, a little bit of ammonium thiosulfate to help with the pH, and that's what we're doing. So in the back corner there's a sugar apple, Nam Doc Mai mango. In the front here there's a longan. In the middle, papaya, and on the corner here a green wax jambu. I intentionally picked a couple trees that were looking like death in the pots. The wax jambu and the longan are both struggling and showing signs of not being able to eat. So we're going to see if this new soil mixture works. They're either going to progress, regress, or stay the same, which would be the same as regressing to me. And that's what's going on. Once it starts to warm up towards the end of February, then we'll start flooding this. And we'll give some updates. If you have any questions or want to see the updates, check out our Facebook group, Living the Green Life. That's where we can answer questions. Very easy to do. You can take a small space. This is just a 12 by 12 and fit 5-6 different types of trees inside there. Prune them as necessary. You don't need a lot of space in your yard.